Thanks for that great introduction. I know, well, I don't know, but I suspect that there isn't anybody here that didn't play tag as a kid. You know, where somebody's it, and then they run around trying to tag somebody else and make them it. It's generally conceded by kids playing that game that being it is not the most desirable way to be. Well, perhaps Jeff Bridges can shed some new light on that. Jeff Bridges, actor, awardee by the Golden Globe community of a Lifetime Achievement for Excellence in Entertainment Business. At the award ceremony several years ago, he told this story. He said, one day I was scheduled to begin shooting a film in just a few days, and I went into the director's office and I said, I'm just not feeling this part. I don't feel comfortable being this person. I think casting has made a mistake. I think you should fire me and get somebody more worthy. And the director said to him, do you know the game tag? Bridges said, yeah. And the director looked him in the eye and said, well, tag, you're it. You are this guy. There is absolutely no way you could make a mistake even if you tried. And he went on to explain that this made some sense to me, not only for this movie, but for every movie that I did afterwards and for life in general. He said then, we're all tagged. We are here now to play the role that we've been handed, and that is our life. Our life, not his or the author's or the playwright's, but ours. And for crying out loud, who better to play you than you? Right? Exactly. Exactly. Well, this is an excellent lesson for us right now because we can easily feel unsure or resistant about what to do or whether what we've done is worth having done. Will it help or make things better? The world seems to be crashing around us, and we're convinced daily that we aren't worth it, just like Woody Guthrie said, songs that make you feel like nothing. That's happening to us daily. In fact, the world takes great delight in convincing you that you aren't worth it. So, how do we fix this? How do we fix this? Well, I have assembled from widely divergent sources a list of attributes that are true about each one of us. And the first is from the Hopi elders' prophecy of June of 2000. I'm not going to read the whole prophecy, but the last line is, we are the ones we've been waiting for. And from Neil Donald Walsh's latest book, The God Solution, The Power of Pure Love, I've got to read this because it's too long for my memory cells. You are goodness and mercy and compassion and understanding. You are peace and joy and light. You are forgiveness and patience, strength and courage, a helper in time of need, a comforter in time of sorrow, a healer in time of injury, a teacher in time of confusion. You are the deepest wisdom and the highest truth, the greatest peace and the grandest love. You are these things, and in moments of your life you have known these things. And then in all caps, choose now to know yourself as these things always. And from A Course in Miracles, we are told, you are as God created you. You are the will of God. You are the treasure of God. You are the work of God. You are the kingdom of heaven. You are the light of the world. You are the co-creator of all things that live. You are the Son he loves. You are the Holy Son of God. Is there any part of that you don't understand? I think not. This is not rocket science. It's relatively straightforward. And from The Way of Mastery, a book channeled through John Mark Hammer from Yeshua, the source of A Course in Miracles, I am already that which I seek. I need only allow it to guide me. While the body lasts, I will allow it to be a communication device that extends the treasure of perfect love, perfect safety, and perfect peace to all who enter my house. And my house is my field of energy, the expanse of my presence. And Aaron, speaking through Barbara Brodsky, says this: you are love. You are light. Your very essence is love and light. And Yeshua, speaking through Judith Coates, always says, if I've heard it once, I've heard it 100 times, be the love that you are. So, what do we make of all of that? How do we deal with all of that? Well, as I always say, it's up to you. The choice is yours. Choose now. We are always at choice. And there's a wonderful bumper sticker. If you know me, you know that I love bumper stickers. This bumper sticker says, never let anyone rain on your parade. Be who you are. Act the part that you've been given, and that part is your life. And all of these attributes that I've read to you just now are commands from central casting. This is what you have been given to act the part. And the part is your life. You don't have to be the grandest master of all times. You don't have to be rich as Croesus. You don't have to do anything other than live your life using what you have been given. There's a New Testament verse in Luke that says, many are called, but few are chosen. The Course in Miracles specifically reframes it and says, all are called, few choose to listen. Today, we could say, all are tagged, few choose to believe it. And why don't we believe it? Because it's just too good to be true. It can't be that simple. I can't have all of this stuff. God wouldn't give it to me. There you go again, minimizing yourself, believing that you are less than wonderful, believing that you are less than perfect, less than whole, less than wonderful. Why would you do that to yourself? Why would you let someone who doesn't know anything rain on your parade and convince you that you are a worthless worm of the dust, that you are a sinner? Well, don't believe that stuff, because it's not true. From all of these sources, we see that we are these things. And why don't we live them? First of all, we don't believe them because they're too good to be true. And second of all, we've believed somebody else who said you're not worth a damn. Or a tinker's dam, as my dad used to say. If anybody is old enough to remember when people toured the country fixing pots and pans, they were called tinkers. And they had dams that would plug holes in pots and pans. That's the genesis of that story. So, don't talk about it. Be it. Do what love and light would do. And that's all we're called to do. Get on the stage and act your part. And that part is you. And be the grandest version of yourself the world has ever seen. Be that. Be that, and all is well. Be that, and peace will reign on the world. Because one consciousness at a time, we make a difference in the world. That's what Dr. David Hawkins used to say. The single most important thing that any individual human can do for the good of the planet and everyone is to raise their consciousness. And to raise your consciousness, you have to start believing that these attributes from central casting are you. And believe it and be it. Act it. Do this in the world. Smile at people for no reason. Send peace and love to Vladimir Putin. The ego would say, he doesn't deserve it. He deserves, or some such as that. But that is never, is that right? I'm sorry. That was a... I'll wait till we're back on.
Oh, it might be a minute. They're still on.
Oh, okay. Okay. So, the bottom line is, as always, this is up to you. No one can decide. You are the only person that has control over the thoughts that find a home in your mind. You are the person in charge of your ship. You are the captain of your soul, and you get to decide who you're going to be and in what capacity you are going to function in the world playing the part you have been given. So, tag, you're it. It's time for you to have a miraculous day. Namaste.